EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From his end zone, Marvin Mims.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes it can actually cost you.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Bronco defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Big strides. Look at him go. Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone from your tight end.
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Short throw caught by Dosich. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Broncos at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. DJ Reader with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement.
They'll bring Tony in motion left. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll bring it down at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Throwing is Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
Touchdown! Tim Patrick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. When you look at this Bronco defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to know that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act in this first quarter. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Off the option, here's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. He'll get this one to Patrick. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Broncos are going to get the football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 7.
Good job right there.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Hey, 0-0-0.
To throw is Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's now 4th and goal.